Alright, hey guys, the folks over at Engineerable were nice enough to send me this TimeDock, so let's go ahead and get into this in-depth review. This is a non-commissioned, non-referral, non-sponsored review, so I'm not restricted in anything I can say about this. Let's just go ahead and jump into the details. Firstly, it looks absolutely great with its all-metal construction, and on the back it even has a port that lets you charge up any micro USB cable, so if the one that comes with it with this about 3-foot cable isn't long enough, you can always use your own cable. And on the bottom, after you remove the plastic cover, there's a micro suction base. At first it feels like it's just some plastic tape or something, but it seems to work a lot better than that. For one, it seems to adhere a lot longer, and two, it doesn't leave any residue behind. Also, it's quite a bit easier to clean. All you have to do is just simply get a wet towel, wipe it off, dry it, and then it will just go back to sticking to pretty much any surface. Now, while there is a lot to like about the TimeDock, there are some negatives too. The first thing I noticed was when trying to open up the box, it's not really clear how you're supposed to open it. The tape that secures the inside and the outside go all the way across the side of the box. That makes it a little bit hard to see, and it's pretty thick, so it's a little bit hard to cut too. It makes it very easy for you to actually end up cutting through the box. If they made this tape a little bit thinner or not as long, it will probably be easier to see where to cut, and it will be easier to make the cut to open the box as well. Inside the box you'll find a TimeDock all assembled and ready to go, with a nice little clip for the USB cable, so you don't have to worry about it getting tugged or pulled out or messing up the USB port, which is really nice. It comes with a nice high quality USB cable and is able to charge my Pebble Time right out of the box with no problems. Another thing I noticed is, while you can still operate the watch while it's on the stand, pretty much any type of operation will require two hands. While if you have a metal watch band, you may be able to push the side buttons with one hand by pushing it against the side of the stand, the back button is almost impossible to press single-handedly. And while that is a little bit disappointing, I can't really think of a way you could design a similar stand that will allow you to push the buttons single-handedly, as that can even be difficult when wearing the watch on your wrist normally. The contacts and the magnets on the dock are identical to the ones found on the official charging cable, the only difference being the ones on the dock are slightly raised. This is because the Pebble Time line of watches have slightly curved backs to make them fit on your wrist better, but this does make mounting the watch on the dock a little bit easier. The original Pebble charger had great magnets, they held onto the watch very well. Unfortunately, a few bumps could easily disconnect your Pebble from the charger. The docking station doesn't have this problem. It has very strong magnets just like the original charger, and because of its design it will make it a lot harder for your watch to get disconnected even when bumped. Alright, now before we go any further in this review, there's one thing that definitely needs to be brought up, and that is the price. This dock will run you $60 US. And as great as this dock is, I do think that is a bit much. Does that mean it's overpriced or it's not worth $60? No, but that does mean it is definitely something that will have to make you really consider whether you want to get this or not. Now, at this time, there aren't really that many alternatives. There's this dock I found on Amazon, which is not really something you can put on your desk. It looks really weird. You can't see your notifications on it, so not really a good option. But you could always just buy more charging cables. They're about $15 a piece. For the same price as this, you get like 4 charging cables. But the thing you have to remember is, this is made out of metal, and this is made by a startup company. This is not made by like a, some random factory in China that just pumps out a bunch of them for low quality. This is a high quality item, and it comes at a high quality price. And it's being made by just a small group of people, so you have to pay for R&D costs, metal's not cheap, and all that other stuff too. So I imagine that with time this will go down in price, but as it is, $60 is a bit much. But do I think it's worth it? I think yes, it's worth it. Do I think everyone will think it's worth it? Probably not. It really depends on the person. As a person who's lost my charging cable countless times, I absolutely love the idea that it uses micro USB, and it lets you display your watch easily so you can see the notifications. If you have a 3D printer, sure, you can print a plastic dock, but this thing displays your watch and it looks great, and it makes it so you don't have to keep your charger around. So if you lose your charger, then it's not a big deal. Simply put, it's really the combination of all the features which is its main feature. The fact that it can display your watch easily and securely and charge it at the same time is really, really nice. It lets you see your notifications all in one place and also helps you keep your watch from falling off your desk. Believe me, it's happened to me more than once. The USB cable that comes with this stand is just about as long as the Pebble's official charger, and because of that you can pretty much charge it anywhere you would charge your normal Pebble smartwatch. One other interesting feature is you can actually turn this stand into a development environment for making smart straps. It's not official, and it will void your warranty, but they actually have instructions on their website, which is pretty cool. Alright, so final thoughts. This one's actually pretty hard to judge, as this isn't really an accessory, but more just a very fancy way to charge and display your watch. It's really hard to judge for pretty much everyone. So here's how I'm going to describe it. This is the best dock I've seen so far for the Pebble Time, but it's not quite for everyone. The main barrier to entry is the price. I was actually considering buying this before they actually sent me the email offering to send me one for review. I was actually really considering buying this. The major reason why I didn't go out and buy it right then when I found out it was out and available was the price. It is really nice, and now looking back, I probably would buy it with the price knowing what I know now, but the main issue is just trying to convince someone to spend $60 on a charger. I honestly wish they'd have a plastic model too, like just something that's the exact same design, plastic, maybe some metal weights in the bottom. Cut down on that price a little bit. A lot more people will be interested in buying it. But as of now, just having it $60 up front without people being able to try it out for themselves, that's kind of a hard sell. I think it's worth it, honestly. Even though I got one for free, I still think it's worth the $60. But convincing people that it's worth $60 to them is probably going to be the biggest issue they have when selling these. So if they had a cheaper option too, I think that would get more people at least interested in the brand, and then maybe they'd be able to sell more. But as it is, I'd say for a lot of people, they may want to just consider waiting till the price goes down. But yeah, so I don't know what else I can really say besides some of that, except for the fact that it looks absolutely great on my desk. I can see all my notifications, and it's just a great addition. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys make a decision for you. I can't tell you if this is the best for you, but I hope this helped you guys make a decision for yourself. So alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.